Right now, in this very moment, there's a reason you're hearing these words. It's not an accident you clicked on this video. It's not random that out of all the noise in your life, this message found you. Something deep inside you has been restless, searching for clarity, for peace, for a sign. And God has been trying to get your attention. You've been asking questions in your heart that you haven't spoken out loud. You've been wondering if He still sees you, if He still cares, if He still has a plan for you. And here's the truth. He does. He's been speaking, but maybe not in the way you expected. It's in the quiet moments you've been ignoring, in the small blessings you've overlooked, in the closed doors that frustrated you but were actually protecting you. That delay you thought was a setback, it was God's way of aligning you with something better. That person who left your life, it was God making space for someone who will love you in truth. That challenge you're facing right now, it's not punishment, it's preparation. You've been praying for strength, and God is giving you opportunities to grow it. You've been praying for guidance, and God is removing the distractions so you can finally hear Him clearly. He's saying, I haven't forgotten you. I'm closer than you think. Trust me even when you can't trace me. You may feel like you're in the middle of a storm, but He's reminding you that even the wind and the waves obey His voice. You may feel like you're walking through darkness, but He's already gone ahead to light the path. You may feel unworthy, but He's whispering, you are mine. I chose you before you even knew me. This is your confirmation to stop doubting and start trusting, to stop clinging to what's breaking you and start holding on to what's building you, to stop waiting for the perfect moment and start moving in faith right now. God is telling you that the very thing you thought would break you is the thing He will use to bless you, that the pain you've been carrying will become the testimony that sets someone else free, that the season you're in is not the end, it's the turning point. And when you look back, you'll see that every unanswered prayer, every delay, every detour was part of a bigger plan. So don't give up, don't walk away, don't let fear have the final word. God is speaking, and this is what He's saying. I am with you, I am for you, and I am working all things together for your good. Hold on, because what's coming next will make sense of everything you've been through. And when it happens, you'll know it was Him all along.
And even now, while you're listening, He's still weaving threads you can't see. The conversation you overheard that stirred something in your heart, the verse that keeps showing up in different places, the sudden memory that won't leave your mind. These are not coincidences. They are gentle taps on your shoulder, reminders that you are being guided. You have been feeling the tension between where you are and where you know you're meant to be. And that tension is holy. It's the pull of purpose. God is shifting things beneath the surface, moving pieces into place so that when the moment comes, you'll be ready. He's been protecting you from battles you didn't even know were forming, shielding you from traps you couldn't see, and setting you apart for something that will require all the faith you've been building in this season. Every unanswered question, every moment of silence, every time you wondered if He was still listening, those were the moments He was strengthening your roots so you could stand when the winds come. You've been asking for a sign, but sometimes the sign is not a flash of lightning. It's the steady whisper that says, keep going. And if you've been feeling like you're walking alone, it's because He's teaching you to recognize His presence even when you can't feel it in the way you expect. The people who misunderstand you right now are not meant to understand the fullness of what God is doing in you. The opportunities that slipped away were never yours to carry. The doors that closed were not rejection, they were redirection. And the weight you feel on your heart is not there to crush you, but to press you into a deeper dependence on Him. Somewhere ahead, there's a moment where all of this will make sense, but for now, He's asking you to trust the process, to keep your eyes open and to be ready for the next step when it comes.
And there's more, so much more, that He's been arranging in ways you can't yet comprehend. The conversations you didn't have, the places you didn't go, the opportunities you thought you missed, each one was a thread in a tapestry you'll only see clearly when you step back far enough. Right now, you're too close to the canvas. All you can see are the brushstrokes, some dark, some light. some that don't seem to connect. But God sees the whole picture, and He's painting with colors you don't even know exist yet. There have been moments lately where you felt a strange pull to slow down, to step away from certain voices, to spend more time in stillness. That's not laziness or isolation, it's divine positioning. He's removing the noise so you can hear the signal. He's been speaking in the patterns of your days, the way certain words keep repeating themselves, the way a verse or a phrase keeps finding you, the way your heart feels a quiet nudge when you're about to make a choice. Even the tension you feel between who you've been and who you're becoming is part of His design. You're shedding old skins, old fears, old ways of thinking that can't survive in the place He's taking you. And yes, it's uncomfortable. Growth always is. But that discomfort is proof that you're moving. You're not stuck. You're being stretched. There are people you haven't met yet whose lives will be changed because you didn't give up in this season. There are doors you haven't knocked on yet that will swing wide open because you stayed faithful when it would have been easier to walk away. There are blessings with your name on them that are being prepared right now in rooms you haven't entered, in conversations you haven't heard, in hearts you haven't touched. And while you've been wondering if you're ready, God has been making you ready. Every challenge has been a rehearsal for the moment you'll need to stand without trembling. Every delay has been a lesson in patience, teaching you to trust His timing over your own. Every no has been a redirection toward a better yes. You might not see it yet, but the ground beneath you is shifting. The things that felt heavy are starting to loosen their grip. The prayers you thought were unanswered are quietly unfolding in ways you couldn't have scripted. The path ahead is being cleared step by step, even if all you can see right now is the next stone in front of you. And somewhere just beyond your current horizon, there's a moment waiting where all of this will connect. The tears, the waiting, the questions, the small victories, the hidden battles. It's already written into your story, and every day you keep walking, you're moving closer to it. If you want, I can keep flowing with the same tone and depth so the script becomes an unbroken, captivating stream that could hold viewers for 10+ minutes straight. Would you like me to keep going in that style?
And even in the moments you've dismissed as ordinary, something sacred has been unfolding. The way a certain thought lingers in your mind longer than it should, the way a random encounter leaves you strangely moved, the way your heart feels heavier or lighter without any clear reason. These are all signals. God's language is not always thunder and lightning. Sometimes it's the subtle shift in your spirit that you can't explain but can't ignore. There are things He's been protecting you from that you'll never know about. Accidents that didn't happen, betrayals that never reached you, opportunities that would have drained you instead of blessing you. You've been spared from storms you didn't even see forming on the horizon. And while you've been focused on what you lost, He's been focused on what you're about to gain. The restlessness you've been feeling is not a sign that you're failing. It's a sign that you're being called higher. You've outgrown certain patterns, certain environments, certain versions of yourself. And though part of you wants to cling to the familiar, God is gently loosening your grip. He knows that if you stay where you are, you'll miss what's ahead. There are seeds you planted long ago. Acts of kindness, prayers whispered in the dark, sacrifices no one saw that are just now breaking through the soil. You may not recognize them yet, but they're growing. And when they bloom, they'll do so all at once, in ways that will overwhelm you with gratitude. You've been asking for clarity,
But sometimes clarity doesn't come as a detailed map. It comes as the next small step. And every time you take that step, even without seeing the whole path, you're proving that your faith is real. That's why he's been allowing you to walk through uncertainty, because faith that only works when you have all the answers isn't faith at all. There are people watching you right now, quietly inspired by the way you keep going. They might never tell you, but your endurance is giving them courage. Your story is already speaking to hearts you haven't met, and your breakthrough will be the proof they need to believe in their own. And while you've been wondering if you're strong enough, God has been showing you that strength is not something you wait to feel. It's something you discover in the middle of the climb. Every tear, every prayer, every moment you chose to keep moving when it would have been easier to stop has been building something unshakable inside you. The timing of what's coming is not random. There's a reason certain doors are still closed, a reason certain answers haven't arrived, a reason certain people are being kept at a distance. God is aligning the right moment with the right version of you, so that when it happens, you won't just receive it, you'll be ready to carry it. And somewhere in the quiet, beyond the noise of your doubts, his voice is steady. It's not rushing you, it's not pressuring you. It's simply guiding you step by step into a future that's already been prepared. If you'd like, I can keep extending this flow into an even longer, uninterrupted script that could hold an audience for 15 minutes straight, keeping the same emotional pull and momentum. Would you like me to keep going in that exact style?
And even now, as you're hearing this, he's still arranging things in the background, aligning moments, shifting circumstances, preparing hearts. The delays you faced are not denials, they're divine pauses, making sure that when the door opens, you'll be ready to walk through it without hesitation. The people who misunderstood you, the seasons that felt empty, the prayers that seemed to echo back in silence, none of it was wasted. Every tear watered the ground for something greater. Every unanswered question drew you closer to the one who holds the answers. You've been walking through a season that's been shaping you in ways you can't yet see. The strength you've built here will carry you into the next chapter. The faith you've been forced to exercise will become the anchor that keeps you steady when the blessings start to pour in. And the lessons you've learned in the dark will be the very light someone else needs when they're searching for hope. God is not just telling you to hold on, he's telling you to prepare, to open your hands for what's coming, to release what's been weighing you down so you can receive what he's been holding for you all along. This is not the end of your story, it's the setup for the part that will make everything before it make sense. If this message has stirred something in your heart, if you feel like it was meant for you, then don't let it stop here. Let it be the reminder you return to when doubt creeps in. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, share it with them, because you never know how far one word from God can travel. Make sure you like this video so more people can find it, subscribe so you don't miss the next message, and turn on the notification bell so you're here the moment the next word arrives. Your journey isn't over, it's just beginning, and I can't wait to walk it with you.